This is Living on the Edge. We've had this program before, Dr. Sparman. We got an exotic dancer in the studio today. We can be talking to her live. And I want you to call all of your children and have them tune in, because peer pressure can cause a lot of things. We're talking about peer pressure today. Living on the edge. What you do when you're young, decisions you make can determine what you are later in life. You hear your parents say, choose wisely your friends, or choose your friends wisely. We'll talk about all this stuff today. Yeah, so you're 14 years old, you're 13. I hope the kids are listening. This program for you. You're listening to me, Living Dr. Sparman, Dr. Sparman, SparmanClinic.com, www.thesparmanclinic.com. You can get on the website and learn about these things, but life, living in itself, encompasses all of these things, and some decisions you make very early in life can determine what you are, what you become. Got a long life ahead of you, so early decisions. And your peer, what is a peer really? A peer really is people your age, your classmates, people in your group in school. And they can influence you to make bad decisions and good decisions. That's why, as I said before earlier, mommy and daddy said, listen, choose your friends wisely. You're in school. You want to associate with people or with friends who would do positive things for you. So today, I'm gonna get straight to the point right now. I'm gonna speak to Tamara, who's a night worker. And Tamara we're going to talk to her and see what her story is. But I'm going to stress a lot peer pressure. We'll see how peer pressure would have influenced her in the lifestyle she would have chosen. Good morning, Tamara.
Good morning.
Yeah, thanks for coming actually and being here in the program. Tell me about your life as you were growing up as a child. Who do you live with?
I live with my mom as a single parent. And that is the way I got pregnant out of school.
Oh, what age was that?
14.
At 14. So, but you were doing good in school otherwise?
Yes, I was doing good. And I got pregnant at 14.
At 14. So, yeah. At 13, what were you doing? You were making C's, B's, A's, or what?
Well, I was making B.
B's?
Yeah. I was trying my best.
Oh, okay, good. So, you're an average student. Doing well. At 14, what happened?
At 14, my friends come to the school. Some friends were telling me about having sex.
They were telling you were a virgin here at 14.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And suddenly your friends are telling you about sex. What are you thinking when they're telling you this stuff?
I'm thinking about what it is like, and I go and said I would like to try it.
Were these friends were the top end of the class or the bottom end of the class?
In my same.
When say, I mean, were they the bright ones or the ones that like to hang out?
Same. I mean, me and my friend, them is just the same. Getting B, some get A.
Okay, good. Okay. So they're telling you about the sex thing, and you felt like you were strange. You felt you were different, or you were odd. You were left out.
I was smiling, plenty of time when them tell me about having sex. Sometimes I'm coming and we make a group. And talk about it and so forth, and then tell me, say I must try. So I decided my mind to try it, and that's the reason why I get pregnant.
So you just choose anybody, or you look for?
No, I was that guy looking, talking to me at the time.
Oh, okay. And so you got pregnant the first couple of times. You just got pregnant.
First time, yeah.
Is that so? So what mommy said?
Someone told her, and she came take me to the doctor and check it out, and doctor said, yes, I'm pregnant.
And you were like how many months then? 1 month, 2 months pregnant, or?
About 2 months.
2 months. Did you start the show?
No, because I'm slim, so the reason why the lady tell her I'm fulling up. I was a slim person.
Okay. So then, so it means your friends really influence you, you would say?
Yeah. So them always come and say, Tamara, you should try it. It is nice and so forth. You know, so it's like a pressure right there because all of them, it's not me, so I was the only virgin there.
So, I mean, so after you got pregnant, were these friends supportive, or you were left out there in the cold?
Yeah, everyone, I just left out. Because I'm not in them group anymore, because they don't get pregnant and stuff.
So
it's just like I only have one.
Is that so?
Where I could talk to and cry to and said, I never know this would happen to me. What happened?
So what mommy did when she found you were pregnant?
When mommy she found out, she said, I have to leave. She said, you have to leave, you have to go.
You had family to go to, or she just said you got to leave?
No, I didn't have any family. So I get back to the same guy and explain, and he told me that I can't come home with you.
And you went there. How long you spent there with him?
I went there, and his mom welcomed me and so forth. And I stayed there, and I was fretting when I was there, because I said my life, what I used to enjoy, it's not there anymore. And I don't understand to live with a man. I don't reach up the age for that. So I stayed there until I have the child, until the child is 1 year old.
Okay, so you're there now with the child. This was a year and a half, 2 years you're there because your child is 1 year old.
Yeah.
Where do you go from there?
Well, I decided to go home back, and my mom, I decided to make apology to her. She didn't want to accept it.
She wouldn't accept you.
Because she told me that she don't into grandma's stuff and that stuff.
Oh, wow. So what do you do?
I have the same friend what I had. I go to her home, stay there, and I see that my life is just part up. Stay there, go around, go to parties, stuff, but I'm still not comfortable because I'm still young.
Okay, you're like 16, 17 now, right?
Yeah.
You start working yet?
No, I decided my mind now because I want money.
Okay.
I decided my mind to go for look for a job. And I go to place, they say I'm too young. Sometimes I tell them I'm 18, 19, and say you are still too young, because look, it's showing you. So
your first job, what type of job was it?
The first job I went to a factory, and then said I'm too young, cannot do it. And I leave, and they've turned me down. I decided to go to a hotel.
Okay.
To look for emperor. And I go to the hotel, and the lady, she turned me down, and she said to me, you are so pretty. I have a club around the back, you can come. So that's the reason why I get into that job.
And then so you left that job?
No, I didn't get the hotel job. She turned me down.
And then what's the next job after that? I mean, what's the first job?
The first job is on the night work.
Oh, that's a real job. Okay, I thought you had a job and you didn't last long.
When I went and I'll go there and they said I'm too young.
Oh, they say too young. Okay, so tell me about the night work. Start this night working. What was it like? How did you feel? Tell me your first night you did it. What was it like? Because you're young, you're nervous. I mean, this is not stuff you're accustomed to, and you suddenly become an adult.
My first night, it was like the whole world on me, because I don't know what to do. I never experienced that. So I go around there, into the club. I go into the club and I said, what I gotta do? I go home back. And I said, well, I have to go back, and I go back there. I put on my stuff, put on a swimsuit, and I go and they say I was just standing because I don't know what to do.
So you were supposed to be dancing and stuff,
yeah,
you just stand up there?
Yeah, and just
rock. Must have been a horrible experience.
Yeah, I was just rocking, and I came off before even the time.
So after a while, it will take you you say a few months before you get accustomed to the stuff.
Yeah.
What is it that you use to help you? Something must have really, what do you use to make you calm and eventually be able to do like the other people would do? I mean, make you comfortable doing the job, and at least at a satisfactory level to their standards, I would say.
Yeah, I sit there more while by myself. Sometimes people come in and talk to me, and it's like my mind is way far. It's like I'm talking to them, but it's not me.
But I would say that alcohol is the thing that helped you to really...
It took me a while. I drink the first alcohol I drink is like a Heineken. And I start to have conversation with the customer and so forth. And I feel much comfortable that way, but I still said this work is not for me. This is not for me, but I have to do it.
So you're driven to do this because you got to live. By now you're living with somebody, you're living by yourself.
I was living with my friend. So at this time of mine, I want to go on my own because I don't comfortable.
So how many years would you say you've been doing this night worker type of job? How many years would you say? Like?
How many years now? 13 years now.
13 years? How you feel about it now?
How I feel about it? I get comfortable now because the job is really hard to get as what you're thinking for accept and so forth. But sometimes I always think I have to get out.
Yeah, this is just living on the edge we're talking about. And what is living on the edge, you know? You can think about walking on a straight, you have, let's say, it's a valley, you're walking across a valley, it's 100 feet down, and you're walking on top of a ledge. Any high risk, that's a high risk maneuver right there. You can fall at any time. That's what living on the edge really is. Living on the edge doesn't have to be only that. It can be so many other things. Anything that when you take a lot of risk, where the consequences can be extremely dire or extremely great in a negative fashion. Like for instance, even the night workers, you think about that's living on the edge, because what about sex? Condoms, how do you protect yourself?
Yeah, I protect myself by condom and other safety protection and so forth.
Do you feel 100% pro for the condoms?
Yeah, I feel 100% yes, but sometimes I'm thinking, what about if it break? What can happen to me and so forth?
What about those antisocial guys who would come in and me off the air, you were telling me about some of these guys that would pinch the condoms and cut the top and all of those type of stuff that men still do today. For some reason, they tell you that they don't want to have condoms because they don't have a complete erection, and also they don't feel that good and so forth. What's your experience with that?
Well, I experience if you have guys out there, yes, to pinch a condom, because it can, when them pinch the condom, it can break. And that's why it can break and pass on any type of disease to you, because I have plenty of guys out there tell them, said, oh, putting on a condom, I don't feel comfortable to come, because they want to do skin to skin and so forth.
But guys, don't forget we are talking about living on the edge, and today we have Tamara in the studio, and she's a night worker, and if you were following the program, you'd have seen how friends would have influenced her to do things that she normally wouldn't want to do, and then she got into trouble, and then the whole cascade happens. It's like telling a little lie. You tell one, you got to tell a whole set of lies to follow that, to patch up that thing, and they never get it patched up anyway. So guys, we're live right now in the studio, 9 to 9:30 every Saturdays. We do this thing live, and we have Tamara here, who's a night worker, and we're talking about living on the edge. We were talking to Tamara about guys who just pinch the condom and cut it so that when they start to have sexual intercourse, it just slips off, and they can feel skin to skin and stuff like that. So it's a risky job, and you're on the edge right now. So tell me about that. How do you feel about that? So you check it every time during sexual intercourse? You keep checking to make sure it's there?
Yes, you have guys out there. If you don't look at it or put it on yourself, they will do it. Pinch the top of the condom, and by having sex, it can break. And if you feel like said, it is much best for you, but it's not safe for you.
Definitely. And then remember also, it's not only HIV people think about. People, there's chlamydia, there's gonorrhea, there's all kinds of syphilis, all kinds of diseases out there you can get, right? So what scares you more about this job?
What scares me more, I think about AIDS. I think about going in the job that I'm doing. There's a lot of guys coming there, tell you a lot of stuff and so forth. So, and
when you say a lot of stuff, you're speaking about violence.
Yeah, telling a lot of things to get her upset.
Okay, I don't want to interrupt
yes,
Sparman, because he's on the roll, but I wanted to ask, do you give them the condom or do they bring their condoms?
Sometimes what the friend said, you come in there and want to do stuff with me, they tell me that I have my condom already.
But will you check that?
But it's best for you have your one and put it on.
All right.
Yeah, because these guys can come and they can do all kind of
little
stuff.
Tricks, you know?
Yeah, little tricks, of course.
Or even you can, alright, so friend took me into a room and he said, oh, I'm going to the bathroom, I gotta put it on and so forth. And you get in there, do what you want to do, or you start to do what you want to do, and that's the way we break. That's the way you get in there and pinch it on. So it's okay, I put it on already. And
you see that? So guys, all kind of tricks happening out there. So that's why if you choose your friends, even your partners, when you choose you're going to have sex with someone and you're an adult and you're going to have sex and you should have sex, you want to protect yourself, because if you choose a high-risk guy and the condom breaks, you have high risk of having the HIV and all these diseases.
a lot of diseases.
So choice of friends, not only from even adults, we need to choose who we hang out with, because people have a way of influencing us what we do. Tamara, what advice would you have for the young teenagers coming up, 12, 13, 8, it doesn't matter, the young children coming up? Sometimes some of them have some weight problem, or they may be a little not as pretty as the others, and they may not be as popular as the others, and because of that, what they do, they have a tendency of trying to gain favor with the popular kids and giving in. What would you say to these young people when they're being pressured like this?
I would say to many young girls out there, and even young people too, but coming up, best you follow your own. Do not follow anyone, because if follow anyone's, you get into what I don't want to reach up in. You understand? So if I would follow myself, what I get into wouldn't happen to me, getting pregnant at 14.
See that? Peer pressure can have a significant negative effect or impact on your future. Even adults listening to wrong groups can destroy your life. So choose your friends wisely. So everybody's doing it. You want to do it too as kids. No, you don't have to. Why don't you can walk away. You can pay attention to your gut feelings. Always get to know yourself and follow inside. Most times that gut feeling inside is right, is directing you the right way, your own feelings and your own belief. You should follow them. So if you choose good friends, or you'll do good things. And if you choose friends who lie to their parents, who does drugs, friends who do drugs actually, smoke cigarettes, cut class and all these things, then you probably would end up doing bad things. I want to encourage you, Tamara. I want to thank you for coming on the program. It's really nice of you, because I'm sure there are a lot of listeners out there who would have learned. Thank you for your input. Yeah, a lot of people would have learned actually from what we're talking about here. Your decisions you make early in life could have a significant impact on what happens in the future. I thank you all for listening as we go by. Don't forget dr.sparman at thesparmanclinic.com and www.thesparmanclinic.com. And let me know what you think about this program, what you think about our program, and future topics you'd like us to get involved in.
Barbados.